Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to today's video. Today we're going to be doing some work on the Turbo GS. I just want to do something really simple. I want to throw on my turbo blanket really quick. We're going to go do some pulls out in Mexico, of course. Just probably some third gear pulls just because I want to get some data logs going on it. I finally got a taste of where the car is at power-wise. Racing my buddy Brandon with his S3. You guys have seen the S3 on the channel before. Third gear, on the top of third, the car starts to pull, like the GS, it starts to pull in the S3. Just a little bit though, but as soon as it shifts to fourth, it just loses all its steam. So want to get some data logs in just so we can see where we're at timing-wise and boost-wise, just kind of like throughout the pull. So yeah, I'll bring you guys along for that because it's exciting to think about that the GS is making somewhere in the 300s because the S3 has a JB1 on it, turbo inlet pipe, and the intake. It's making at least low 300s, and I know the GS weighs about 200 pounds heavier than the S3, so that definitely makes you feel a little excited because something I built is working how it should. So it's a great feeling. And with the turbo blanket, my only concern is the oil line right here, just because it does sit close to the housing. So I'm hoping that there will be enough slack to kind of turn it side like more this way, so that way it'll kind of wrap around. Here is a turbo blanket in question. It is a PHR turbo blanket. I just really like their stuff, and I mean it was $100, so figured why not. There's a bunch of back and forths about getting a turbo blanket because some people say it can either help or it can either hurt your turbo. The main reason I'm going with one is because these engine bays get pretty warm, so I'm just getting it to kind of try to help just everything in here not get so hot. That's pretty much my main goal. I have also thought about wrapping my downpipe just to help, but we'll see where the turbo blanket gets us, because like it'll be at a point to where like the fenders are even hot, because I mean they are metal, but it's crazy because I feel like it's just because there's no real vents anywhere for air to get out, so once it's in, it's kind of just in there. And then in the future we are going to be installing my boost controller just because I'm getting into the mood of wanting to turn it up. It is kind of sketchy because the transmission only holds like 400 horsepower. So that's also why I'm kind of nervous. If we're in the 300s already, that means like I'm kind of already getting close to the limit of the trans. We'll have to just see where that goes because I want to manual swap it, but I don't have the money to. So we'll see how this plays out. I actually got the line to move over a little bit, so maybe this will actually just slip right on now. I gotta be careful because it's fiberglass, so it can stab you a little bit. Okay, I mean, that seems like it's on. This is sick. So now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get the springs on. That looks cool. So yeah, look at that's one of the perches they have to get the spring on, and then there's the other one. So I grabbed one of these, like, you know, long grabby things, put the spring on one end, I'll feed it under the turbo, hook it up, pull it through, and then we should be all good to go. So that's in theory. Let's see how this really works. If there's even room. How in the world? Ah, I see. Can't figure out where to put my hand. Rip. It hit the floor at least. No way! It was around it! That's not even fair. Ooh. Let's go. Let's go. That's right. You can't see the other side, but I got it. Time for the backside now. Now I know I might be completely jinxing myself, but I'm gonna hope that because it's on the back side, on the downpipe side, that it should be a little easier to get on. Hopefully. Oh yeah. Oh, backside's so much easier. done. Yeah, because I'm not going between the turbo, so that, I mean, that makes sense. Well, turbo blanket is officially on. Looks much cooler, much nicer. Like I said, hopefully it helps like I'm intending it to. But it's a nice piece. It's a carbon Kevlar piece. So I mean, yeah, the catch can lines and then the turbo blanket really help tie it together. Like it looks like it's making like 800, but it's only at 3. So at least I can look the part, you know what I mean? I went and got some fuel. We put about 5.5 gallons of gas in it, so about to go make some third gear pulls and just see where it lands. So excited to try it out. Also, sorry for the wind noise, guys. Alright, and I mean that about wraps it up. We just got back. You could definitely smell the turbo blanket getting all warmed up. So it seems like it's doing its job though. It definitely helps make the turbo look bigger, that's for sure. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed some of those pulls that we were doing. Alright, so we got one of the logs pulled up here from the pulls that we just did. We were only hitting about 10.8, 10.9 pounds of boost the whole run. Wideband was looking good, like we weren't running too rich or anything. We're right around 11.2. This line right here is our AFR. So it's pretty good for a shot in the dark from my dad. He just kind of threw something on there and we were kind of hoping it would work. So good job there. Duty cycle, injector duty cycle, we're only at 50%. This little pink line right here is our oil pressure, so you can see that it was just slowly climbing with RPM. This little line right here is our coolant temp. It was staying about 180 the whole time, or 176 to 180. It peaked at 180, so it's pretty good. It's just nice to finally see things working how they should. Yeah, for the RPM, I only hit a peak of 5,600 RPM, so I didn't even fully rev it out. I like got scared. So it's cool to see that we're doing so good at only about 11 pounds of boost. So only up from here, to be honest. We didn't get ignition timing on this one. We have it set up now to start capturing from now on. That way we can start seeing where we're at and we can start turning it up. GS is doing good. Very happy about that. Like I said, transmission's probably gonna explode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm excited to see where the GS is gonna go, especially now that, you know, we know everything's kind of chilling, so we're able to start turning things up. So I hope you guys subscribe, and then I'll see you guys in the next video.